What is up, friendos? So today, as promised, I will show you guys and tell you guys why, in fact, we needed a creeper farm for, well, obviously for the gunpowder, but yeah, I'm gonna turn it into TNT, and it all has to do with this base over here. So let me show you guys. So quickly clean out a bit. Um, As you guys know, if you've watched all my videos, then I still need to have some sort of trim around these roofs. So it goes forward one block and downwards one block. And I need some sort of block to fit with this. And well, I was playing around in creative and nothing seemed to quite fit. I tried even the most crazy options like even bedrock I tried. What's the stuff called? The well, concrete and terracotta. What's this stuff called? Terracotta, stained terracotta? No, it's not that. The crazy looking rainbow terracotta. Anyway, I tried some of those. Some of those look decent actually. Gold blocks also looked pretty good, but nothing seems to quite work amazingly with the amethyst blocks, which is a real bummer. Maybe if they introduce some sort of amethyst bricks at some point, that would work. But for now, obviously we don't have those. So there was one block that I found acceptable, and well, that one block is netherite. So I'm going to have to craft some netherite bricks to go along the trim of the roof, which yeah, I mean, finding netherite, it's not necessarily difficult, but it's time consuming. So anyway, let's head back to the mega base and we'll start mining some netherite. And the way we're gonna do that, I think you can already guess, is with TNT. Alright, so here we are at a pretty low point in the nether, y equals 15, with just under 5 stacks of TNT. This is where I went ahead and found my netherite last time. I did a bit of that stuff off camera as well. And I went through my old tunnels and dug like this, which is pretty efficient. But yeah, I wanna slightly step it up a notch. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go a little bit away from where I was before. I have some other tunnels running that way. So let's, for example, say we're gonna go right here, and first we're going to just dig a 1x2 tunnel. I could use the ones that I've already got, but most of those I've already dug out the sides like that, and that will diminish the usefulness of my TNT. So anyway, let's first dig a tunnel like so. Hey, this is a pretty good tunnel as well. Anyways, I'll dig a tunnel and place some TNT at regular intervals. I'm not 100% sure actually what the interval should be. I think I'm gonna put like 4 blocks in between. I think that should be fine. Alright, so I've dug a pretty decent length. My inventory is filled with netherrack, so I think it's time I start placing some TNT. So what I found in a creative world at some point is when you do 1 TNT and then 4 blocks of air. I find it easier to just place some blocks to count the blocks of air. That gives a pretty decent chain. with not too many wasted blasts or you know, where it doesn't connect or whatever. Anyway, I'll place as much of this as I can, and then I'll show you guys the explosion. Now, I know that some the quartz ore and the gold ore and stuff that will get destroyed. I did not take the time to mine it all out. Yeah, I probably should, but I didn't. So yeah, there you go. Alright, so I've just placed down 2 stacks of TNT. And I'm back at my original shaft, so this will be a good place to ignite it all. So, yeah, I've went all the way with 4 blocks in between, as I was showing before. This should start blowing it up. And hopefully... Never mind. Yeah, the plan was for it to all blow up together, but oh well. I guess it's not completely perfect. Hey, there's some ancient debris. Let's start getting this. Alright, so... I guess I need to place the TNT a bit closer together than what I've currently got. But, hey, at least it's working. We're getting ancient debris like this. And quite a bit, actually. Yeah, that's quite a bit of lava. I should probably get... I should probably be a bit careful around that. If only I had left some gunpowder for rockets and I had my elytra on me. Does it annoy you guys, by the way, that I am barely using my elytra at all? I spent quite a few episodes complaining that I didn't have an elytra yet, and now that I do have one, I barely use it to begin with. It's interesting to me. Like, I thought I'd be using it all the time, but now that I have it, I don't want to take my armor off. Basically, that's basically the thing. I don't want to. Like, I know I'll be fine with 1 piece less of armor. I'll survive still pretty much anything. There's really nothing that can kill me as long as I have like 3 pieces of armor. But yeah, it's like I don't wanna lose any of my armor, you know? I worked so hard for it. I mean, not as hard as I worked for the elytra, but hey, that's just details, you know. Alright, so it looks like I've reached the end of my TNT line, which was 2 stacks of TNT, just a reminder. And I've got 27 ancient debris, which is, if I'm correct, roughly 3 blocks of netherite. Wait, not even. Like, a singular block of netherite? Because it's like 4 ancient debris for 1 ingot. And you need 9 ingots for a block. So it's like, to make 1 block, you'll need 9 times 4 is 36 ancient debris. So I can't even make a singular block of netherite, which is just fabulous. It's just exactly what I wanted. And that is even if I did have all the gold that I needed. Now, of course, with all these nooks and crannies, there is still a possibility that on the way back I may still discover 1 or 2 more ancient debris. But yeah, it's going to be tough if I want to make the trims of all my roofs ancient debris. It's going to be a thing that I will need to at least calculate beforehand if it's feasible enough. Anyway, I also want to do another test with the TNT, and that is look what happens if I just place them all just side by side, or maybe 1 block in between at most. See if I get any better results using the TNT that way. At least it'll be faster because I won't have to relight it all the time. I assume anyway. There's still the chance that if they're too close together that one may knock the other out of the blast and stuff like that. Which could still probably break the chain, but I mean, chances are going to be a lot lower of the chain breaking anyway. So I'm just looking to see on the sides. Here it is. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. No? Never mind. At some point there's going to be a crossways tunnel which I've dug before. Hey guys, how you doing? But I guess I missed it. I'll go quickly locate that, and then I'll fill that up to the brim with TNT and see if that does anything for us. Kaboom? Yes, Rico. Kaboom. There's just 1 stack of TNT. I just want to see how it performs before I waste all the rest of my TNT on this as well. Actually, this is giving me a lot wider of a tunnel, so maybe not that big of a waste of TNT as I thought it would be. So my expectation was that a lot of the blasts are just going to go to waste because, well, they're just going to be blasting an area that's already been blasted, you know. But it looks like things are just fine and dandy. That the TNT is still, I mean, it's still blowing up in the distance. Whenever I get closer, whenever it gets into my render distance, it's still continuing to blow up, which is really nice to hear. And let's go behind this for a sec. Though, on the flip side, I've not found any ancient debris in this yet, which is really interesting. Oh, here it is. It should be completely blast resistant though, so probably just unlucky. But still, quite interesting that I did not find much ancient debris in this tunnel. Maybe I missed it somehow? I don't know. Alright, so let's continue on and make a tunnel that's actually all the way filled to the brim with TNT. Just 1 layer though, not... God damn it, guy. Not double layered. That's That's a bit too over the top for my tastes. The thing with this is though that obviously the tunnel itself will be a lot shorter than the 41 TNT, which is nice. The tunnel itself will be a lot shorter, which obviously will use more TNT. But it does create a pretty cool blast, doesn't it? Alright. Good thing this stuff is also lava resistant, so I can just mine it and not worry about it getting burned up. Does it actually float in lava? Do items float in lava like they do in water? It's an interesting question that I do not know the answer to myself. Does any one of you guys know what happens? I think it should float, probably. Like when items fall on top of lava anyway. But like... do they like float to the surface? I don't know. Would be a good thing to test out, but... I just barely got a singular block of netherite with this much TNT, and that's a full night of AFKing, and also like it's not that much sand, but you don't have to, or you shouldn't disregard the sand collection time that it takes. I think anyway, it's still a thing that needs to happen for this, you know. Oh, there's a piece right there, which I completely missed on my first pass through. Always check behind in the wall if you mine any sort of resource that's rare. Same with... God damn it, stop shooting. Same with diamonds. If you find just a singular one, always check in the walls. There's probably... oh. Yeah, there's probably usually just a little bit in the wall as well. Alright, and just because we have a little bit of TNT left, and I know you guys want to see this, I gotta do it for you guys. Do it for the fans. Alright, here you go. Hopefully I don't regret this. It's probably a waste of TNT. Oh well. It does make a cool cavern though. Actually, TNT mining in the nether is very viable. I'm just gonna go ahead and just straight up say that right now. It's very viable. Even if you use more TNT than is necessary, it's still not a waste of TNT. Which is really nice. Like, if you go TNT mining in the overworld, it's always a question of, well, you know, if you use too much TNT, it's just going to all go to waste. But here in the nether, it seems like most of it is actually getting used up. Or being useful in terms of blasting more blocks away, you know? If only there was a better way to get rid of the lava though, like... oh, you know, I want to block off the top so that it stops flowing from the top, or find the source block or something, but that's going to be a pain. And there's a pretty decent chance that there's some blocks inside of the lava, because like this is a pretty big pillar of lava. Pretty big chance that there's some netherite being hidden. Oh well, this is what it is. Let's head back to Amethyst Cove. And we'll quickly run some calculations on how many of those darn blocks I'll need or want or stuff like that, you know. Okay, so out of that whole ordeal, I got 38 ancient debris, which will make roughly 1 block of netherite. If we assume that it's 4 netherite per ingot, and then it's 9 ingots for 1 block. So that's 4 times 9 equals 36 ancient debris per block. And let's just say that that took roughly 3 stacks of TNT. Because I will be honest, that last 1.5 or 2 stacks of TNT that I used wasn't the most useful. It's kind of gone to waste. Anyway, let's quickly throw an egg at a chicken. Nice. And let's count how many blocks would be needed for the roof. So, first of all, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9. So 13, 14, 15 for the corners. That's 15 blocks of netherite just for this front portion. And let's say that we need... Let's write that down before I forget. So roughly 15 blocks for the... This is fucking waste of time. It's gonna keep on snowing. I need to put a glass roof on here, I guess. That's really annoying. Oh well. Yeah, so 15 blocks for the front portion. And that's really a small portion of the roof. There's also this portion, that portion, and there's going to be portions in the back. So let's just say, for simplicity's sake, that there's going to be roughly 30 of those portions of the roof. So 30 times 15 is roughly, what is that? 450 blocks of netherite. And that will basically mean I will need... Well, let's just round it out. Let's say 1500 stacks of... No, blocks of TNT. Blocks of TNT. Let's not go too crazy here. That says blocks. There's no typos in there. And that's roughly... Let's say 20? No. It needs to be stacks. 1500 stacks. Jeez, that's a lot of TNT. Yeah, so I gotta think about that for a bit. Maybe I gotta change it up anyway. Maybe go for a different block after all. Anyways, I'll let you guys know when the time comes to work on those roof portions anyway. For now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys can maybe give me suggestions for alternate blocks. Maybe there's something that doesn't look as bad or is easier to farm as I previously thought. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!